Good afternoon. It's early September 2021, and we're here today to view a very interesting boat. This is a 1968 Trojan 3700 Sea Voyager. Very interesting. Now, this boat is actually a Shepherd, which is a company that started in St. Catharines, Ontario in 1928, building mahogany runabout boats, subsequently moved to Niagara-on-the-Lake. They were acquired by Trojan Yachts in 1966, and this is one of the last Shepherd boats built out of the Shepherd plant in Niagara-on-the-Lake after the Trojan takeover. So she's called a Trojan, but she's actually a Shepherd. She's been with the same owner for 40 years, and she's lived undercover in a custom boathouse for that entire time. It's a very interesting boat, one we don't get to see very often, and well worth a look, particularly for wooden boat enthusiasts. She's mahogany on oak construction with silicon bronze fastening. We'll have a quick look at the outside, and we'll go aboard. Vessel shows very well. All of the exterior hardware has been replaced with polished stainless. She has an ideal windlass. All of the rails on the vessel were removed, polished. The stanchion bases were replaced with stainless. All of the cabin roofs on this vessel were originally a Nautilux product, almost like a canvas or a vinyl. That was removed, was fiberglass over, and then spray painted with linear polyurethane earlier in the vessel's life, so that really helps with the maintenance. The decks are teak planked with multiple layers of sequins and a traction agent in between. Caps are teak. All of the windows have been removed from the vessel, rebuilt with new sliders, new screens, and new fittings and replaced. Brightwork's in excellent condition. Teak name boards. Why don't we go aboard and have a look? Lots of room in the cockpit, 4 chairs, lovely teak all around, and freshly plated fair leads. Vessel has a new aluminum fuel tank filled here. Even got a custom teak hand-painted indicator. Same time that the new aluminum fuel tank was installed in the vessel, she received a pair of polyethylene water tanks that are saddle tanks, and they're filled on this side with another lovely indicator there. Double doors to the salon. Provide a wide entrance, easy accessibility, and lots of ventilation. The cockpit ladder here is hinged, so you can swing it up and out of the way when you're finished operating the vessel to create more cockpit space. Flybridge is simple. Newly upholstered back-to-back companion seat and a swiveling helm seat, full controls. Storage for propane and prawn traps. Why don't we have a look inside? Entering the vessel is made easy by this wide double door. And the first thing you're struck by is the amount of natural light that floods this operational area. It kind of acts like an upper salon. There's gorgeous mahogany all the way around with fresh cantaloupe light fixtures and opening windows with fresh screens. The center pane of the windshield opens via the original crank here on the ceiling. You can crank the window open and closed. It works perfectly. She has some period electronics to include a depth sounder and a VHF radio. Below the helm, there's a 110 volt heater, a gas sniffer, and a professional mariner corrosion control system. Floor is teak planked and there's access to both engines down below. On the port side, there's actually an ingenious structure here which incorporates a chest freezer. So this is a 12 volt freezer. It's over 3 cubic feet. And you open it up, you can see inside. It's presently at 0 degrees centigrade. Stainless steel lined custom built unit. Storage for the ship's flares and safety devices are here. So this is a 12 volt compressor refrigerator. You can lift up 2 panels and draw across the folding table and make it into a berth for occasional guests. There's another piece that pulls out of the end here, which allows you to do so. You can place an extra cushion. Access to the back of the galley refrigerator is also here. Quick access while you're underway. Tops have been replaced recently with a neutral color to avoid glare on the windshields. Original controls. Original instrumentation, excepting the tachometers, which were changed to accommodate the high energy ignitions that this boat has installed. The overhead includes a drop-down chart table and cantaloupe light fixtures, which are presently have halogen bulbs within them, easily changed over to LED at any time. I'll pan around the upper salon area. Okay, so moving forward into the lower salon, which of course you can close off with a nice locking door with ventilation and a sliding upper hatch. 2 teak treads down. We'll give you a good look at the galley. It includes a 3-burner Princess range with oven. 110 volt only, double sink. The interior access to the fridge we showed you earlier in the upper helm area. New electrical panels which give you your battery and your 110 volt status and control all of the lights. And you can control the intensity of all the lights in the salon area via this panel, and you'll note that the DC amp meter changes as I increase the intensity of the lighting. Over on this side is the control for the Kohler generator, the control for the bus heater, which is here, which provides heat off of the port engine, a windlass on-off switch, and an alternator status readout panel. This time I'd like to point out all of the fittings and hinges and pulls on the drawers are all original, and they were all originally done in brass. They've all been removed and replated. Headlining was replaced, behind which there is 3/4 inch foam insulation. An auxiliary fan's been installed here to ventilate the galley. The boat has quite an exceptional stereo, Nakamichi speakers throughout, a new Clarion head unit, 2 amplifiers, and subwoofer. The boat has exceptional storage. There's drawers everywhere and cabinets throughout. Moving forward, a spacious head compartment, very bright with an opening port, screened, shower curtain, electric head, and a nice vanity. Forward cabin has a generous V-berth. It's very well lit in here. There are hull ports on each side, windows all around, more cantilupe light fixtures, access to the anchor locker. There's a screened hatch overhead, and yet another access to the head for the occupant of the V-berth. Heavy original plated pulls and knobs are everywhere. Very interesting bureau area here in this vestibule. There's plenty of room to get changed. These lockers here. There's a large hanging locker here, and multiple drawers below. This area of the V-berth, of course, is a filler, and it can be removed. You can access more storage, drawers, and lockers below the filler piece. This is a very interesting boat. As I say, with the same owner for 40 years and stored under cover. A regular attendee and participant in the Vancouver Wooden Boat Festival and the Burrard Yacht Club Wooden Boat Festival. And I'm really impressed with this ingenious folding ladder which gets up out of the way. Just to demonstrate the ladder in its folded position. Which allows unobstructed access to the entire cockpit. Okay, the boat is powered by twin Crusader 454, 350 horse, big block V8s. They were worked over a little bit before they were installed. They were balanced, and the camshafts were changed to provide an efficient cruise at 2,800 RPM. The boat has the largest propellers she can swing in the space available, and that in combination with the camshafts give her an economical performance. At 2,800 RPM, she's cruising between 18 and 20 knots on about 16 gallons an hour, which to me is quite incredible. Anyway, we'll give her a start up, and you can listen to how they sound. Boat is equipped with vacuum gauges. start the other one. Go outside, have a listen to the exhaust. Now this boat is equipped with silent sailor exhaust, which divert most of the sound and any of the fumes below the waterline. Owner reports that he'll often operate the boat on one engine, alternating engines every now and then, at about 1600 RPM, which gives him about a 7-knot slow cruise using the autopilot on about 4.5 to 5 gallons an hour. Oil pressure, temperatures.